Hello, this is Michelle Grivalding, and today's hypnotic session for smoking cessation will begin shortly. I invite you to find a comfortable position, maybe sitting up in a chair or laying down. Just make sure that your head is completely supported during this time. Do not listen to this recording while driving a car or operating any machinery. And once you get yourself into a comfortable position, I invite you to take 3 nice, deep, cleansing breaths. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth completely and slowly. Breathing in and exhale. And a nice deep breath in again. And as you exhale, release any tension that may be holding in your body, your shoulders and your neck. Completely exhaling. And when you're ready, take that nice deep third breath in, filling your lungs completely. And exhaling nice and slow. Feeling any tension leave your body as you exhale. And to start this and the session off, I just want you to find a place, either on the wall or the ceiling, someplace that you can focus your attention on. Could be just a painting, piece of tile, a spot, something that you can really keep your focus of attention on just for this short time. And I invite you to really be curious about this spot. Notice it, the colors that are there, any textures that you may notice. Maybe even noticing how light is hitting it, or if there's shadows. Don't take your attention off that spot. Really focus in on this place. I invite you to continue to focus in on this spot. The deep concentration. And maybe as you stare at the spot, you might notice that maybe your vision might go blurry and clear again. And that's normal, and that's okay. And maybe you might notice that your eyes might need to blink a little bit more often as you stare at the spot. Or maybe your eyelids get tired and you may have a sensation of needing to rest your eyelids, and that's okay too. Or if you wish, you can keep your eyes a gaze on this spot, whichever works for you. And just notice as you start to feel yourself relax more and more, you may begin to feel lighter, almost as if you are floating down into a wonderful place. So now, if you can, I'd like you to imagine yourself outside in a wonderful place of nature. The trees are a magical shade of green, and it's a glorious day. And the sun is shining down on you, and it's soft and warm against your skin. And maybe you notice a gentle breeze in the air, making you feel pleasantly relaxed and calm. All around you, you see trees and plants and an array of the most beautiful flowers that you've ever seen. And the colors of these flowers are so vibrant. You see yellow and reds and purples. And you can almost smell the aroma of these flowers as they awaken all of your senses, making you feel so peaceful and tranquil. And nothing else matters right now. Just being here in this magical place, you feel completely at ease. You feel relaxed and calm. And in the distance, you hear the sound of water flowing slowly and gently. The sound of the water is helping you to get more and more relaxed. You may feel your muscles loosen more and more, relaxing with the beautiful flowing sound of water. And out of curiosity, you decide to follow the sound of the water. You're feeling excited about where it's leading you, knowing deep within yourself, you're going to be going to a very special place. A place where you're going to create some positive, wonderful, and long-lasting changes. And as you walk slowly through this long grass, you hear the sound of birds whistling in the trees. And you look up at the trees and you see the birds playing happily together. It makes you feel at one with nature and the universe. And you're feeling so lucky to be right here, right now, in this magical place, at this magical time. And as you finally reach the lake, you realize it's the most beautiful vision you've ever seen. You are in awe of the beauty which surrounds you. And you feel as though you're experiencing your perfect dream right now. The lake is filled with a variety of colors, rich colors of blue and turquoise, light greens and purples. It fills your mind and body with a wave of relaxation. You may be becoming more relaxed with each and every breath you take, feeling more calm, more peaceful, and relaxed than ever before. Your mind may be drifting in and out, letting go, deeper and deeper still. And you may feel as though your mind is flowing gently like the lake in your imagination. And you look in the distance and you see a wooden bridge leading over the lake. And you walk towards the bridge, feeling more deeply relaxed. As you reach the bridge, you can see there are 10 steps leading over to the other side of the lake. And you slowly start walking over the bridge, counting the steps in your mind. 10, 9, deeper and deeper still. 8, 7, all the way down, relaxed. 6, feeling so calm. 5, 4, drifting off peacefully and easily. 3 and 2, all the way deep down, relaxed, and 1. And now that you are in a dreamy, deep state of mind, I want to talk to you about trusted friends. True friendships are rare and precious, but as we all know, friendship isn't always formed instantly. It is something we have to work at. We get to know the other person well, and they in return become acquainted with us and our inner thoughts. Sometimes you may meet someone new and convince yourself that you will never get on well together, and then after a short while, they get under your skin and become your constant companion. And this is how smoking was for you. You either instantly clicked or it was a gradual process until eventually you felt as though you couldn't do without your trusted friend. Your friend was always there for you, in your pocket or in your handbag, so easy to access whenever needed or wanted. But you can sometimes reach the stage when friendships go stale. You realize that the friend that you thought you had doesn't have your best interest at heart. In fact, this friend in particular was all out to destroy you, to rob you of your hard-earned cash and take away your health, perhaps even kill you. This is what you've recently realized because you thought cigarettes were your friend, but in reality, they're working in opposition and causing chaos in your life. So you've decided that it's time to reevaluate that so-called friendship and bid your farewell with a lightened heart. Until now, you've been trailing the road together. Your so-called trusted friend was always there in the morning for you to help you mentally orient yourself to the new day you were facing, or so you thought. Instead, it was the first cigarette of the day that set the pattern for the rest of your day. For without the first cigarette, there would never have been a second or a third. You realize now that this was a ploy to keep you hooked on smoking, which is why you have decided to quit the first cigarette of the day. Say good riddance to that so-called friend of yours. Your new way of greeting each day is going to the window and stretch out your arms. Say welcome to this day. Be thankful for your health and well-being. on all the good things in your life. And you can look forward to the day ahead without starting off with the smell of nicotine lingering on your clothes and your hair and your breath and your skin. Your so-called trusted friend was there for you when you had your first cup of tea or coffee or juice in the day. And sometimes it would be there while you ate breakfast. And yes, of course, it wanted to be there to help you transport those health-damaging chemicals contained in the cigarette around your body, poisoning your system and all the cells of your otherwise healthy body. Did it promise to make your meals taste better? What lies. What a traitor that cigarette was. When in reality, it took away the taste of most important meals of the day. The one that kickstarts your metabolism and provides precious energy so that you can get on with your business of living and preparing for the new day ahead. Do you quit that cigarette that you have with your first drink and meal of the day? And when you do, you find that you don't miss it at all. That cigarette was a liar and a thief and a traitor. And instead, you enjoy your morning so much more without those horrible toxins floating through your system and into your digestive tract. And then, of course, there's that cigarette you had while you were traveling, perhaps running errands, going to doctor's appointments, whatever else you might have going on. When you're in the car and the stench of the tobacco pollutes the air and the cigarette ash inevitably drops and dirties the car and creates the most disgusting odor. And then there's the problem of disposing of the cigarette butt. You couldn't throw it out the window because of the possibility of getting caught littering, or it flying back into the car and causing damage to your interior. You knew it would make your car smell even worse if you used the in-car ashtray. Well, you don't need to worry about that risk anymore because you quit. You quit smoking while traveling completely. Even if your mode of transportation is walking, you realize it really isn't worth it. So you simply just don't smoke. Perhaps you had a cigarette while socializing with friends over drinks. Imagine how that stale smell must linger on you and your clothes and make your non-smoking friends feel nauseous. Believe it or not, the smell is really foul, as you will intensely notice from now on if you are in contact with others who smoke. And you'll feel glad that it's no longer you that smells this way. And you'll be so pleased you've made this decision to quit that cigarette that you used to smoke while socializing with friends and family. Your so-called friend was there to keep you company after you completed some tasks. Instead of keeping you company, it was really stealing your valuable energy, your motivation, time that you could have spent enjoying yourself as a non-smoker. Perhaps stealing the energy and motivation you needed for the next task on your list. In place of smoking, you will now take the time to reflect on your work. In place of smoking, you will now give your body what it needs: fresh, clean air. By taking some deep, comfortable breaths of fresh air as you prepare for your next project, allowing you to be better able to keep yourself motivated and focused. You're so happy to say goodbye to that so-called friend and instead you find more enjoyable ways of taking a break in between tasks. If you smoked when you were stressed or anxious, or wanted to relax when you find that you no longer need this anymore, because you're realizing that it didn't even help in the first place. When you are stressed or want to relax, the method is simple. You practice your deep breathing techniques, taking in 3 nice slow breaths in through your mouth and exhaling through your mouth. And this refreshing and recharges your body and your mind and relaxes you and helps you with any negative emotions you may have, such as stress or anxiety. There was nothing that smoking did that deep breathing couldn't help with. And of course, deep breathing is much more beneficial. So you reward yourself and remind yourself that you are calm, you are relaxed, you are full of confidence, which you are. If you want to relax, then you close your eyes and allow your imagination to come forward, bringing yourself back to this beautiful lake that you're imagining during this time, and let go and enjoy the benefits of creative relaxation and visualization. Sometimes it's good to do nothing at all, to empty your mind of clutter and enjoy the act of just being. Of course, you already know that smoking didn't ease stress, nor did it help you relax. That's why it's now easy to say goodbye, once and for all, to your so-called stress relief and relaxation friend. It wasn't a true friend after all. It deceived you, so cut it out of your life forever. You really don't need friends like that. And your so-called friend was always there for you when you were bored and alone, or so you thought. But of course, you now think differently, because now you know it didn't alleviate boredom at all. It was just a distraction, that's all. When you were bored, you simply find something enjoyable to do. Most things can be enjoyable when you tackle them with an open mind. You can learn a new skill, develop a new interest, tackle a new job, maybe call a friend, or maybe surprise somebody by writing them a letter. You can go for a walk, brighten up someone else's life, and you will surprise yourself once again by feeling much better about yourself as you do this. Enjoy your own company without cigarettes. Get to know yourself better, or reward yourself with something you enjoy doing. Reading, socializing, going for a walk, trying something new, maybe meditation or painting. Or you can practice deep relaxation techniques. Listen to music. You find that there's so much to do that you never have time to be bored. So you say goodbye to that old so-called friend, cigarette, forever. Cigarettes were never a true companion, and you know this now. So you quit smoking when you're alone forever, and you don't miss them at all, and your mind and you will say a firm no to cigarettes once and for all. And of course, that so-called friend of yours will want to be there while you're conversing with others. After all, it is pretending to be on your side. You now see that it wasn't really the case. If your conversation was with non-smokers, you were really alienating yourself. which is what cigarettes wanted. And if you were smoking with others while conversing, who smoked? You were smoking in twice as much of the poison and the toxins. Smoking doesn't give you confidence in company. You know when you smoke when conversing with others, your full attention is not on those you are with, but you are distracted by that cigarette. It pulls your attention away from what you really want to be doing. So you quit smoking in conversations with others, whether drinking or not, and giving people your full attention. And they respect you for this, and you respect yourself in return. And feel so much more confident and happier, more relaxed and at ease with conversing. If you thought smoking gave you confidence, then think again. Of course it didn't. It didn't do anything of the sort. You have all the confidence you need to succeed, and you have succeeded now in stopping smoking. And this makes you feel good. It increases your confidence and your sense of self-worth. You are a unique individual with a mind and a will of your own. And your mind and your will say, I am not a smoker. I will not smoke. And you don't. It's as easy and as simple as that. Instead, you will notice the stale, unpleasant smells on others' hair and teeth and breath and clothes and skin, and you will be glad that you don't smell that way. And let's not forget about that cigarette you have before you go to bed, your last cigarette of the day. You now find you really don't want that cigarette. You much prefer to go to bed without that stale smell. Because even after you've washed, you realize that smell lingers and remains in your system throughout the night. And the smell seeps out of your skin and into your pillow and your bed sheets. And people who smoke are more likely to snore. And they're going to suffer from coughs and colds more than non-smokers, as well as all the other ailments and diseases that are associated with smoking. That's why your so-called friend, he's doing this to you. He's very deceptive, and he lies. The damage it has the potential to do, not only to your pocket, but to your health and your family and friends and loved ones. So tell that so-called friend in no uncertain terms that your association together is over, and you don't want to see or hear from them again. And if you do, you will simply ignore them, because that so-called friend has no place in your life anymore. You're going to say goodbye and good riddance and enjoy the rest of your life with your true friend. Health and vitality. That's good. And you've now conquered the old addiction of smoking, and you're really enjoying life as a non-smoker. So imagine now that a whole year has gone since your last smoke, and you haven't even thought of that so-called friend of yours during that time. But on this particular day, you're out with a true friend, the one that's been with you from the moment you quit. When out of the blue, you encounter that old so-called friend of yours, and the first thing you notice is how smelly that old acquaintance really is. And as you look at their face, you see the words, "Get addicted to me," written all over it. Your old so-called friend invites you on a journey back to self-destruction, ready to take all your money, your health, robbing you of what you've achieved and accomplished over this last wonderful year. But instead of giving in, you simply turn your back on that nasty addiction and you walk away. You don't say a word. you just walk away. And this makes you feel good because you know you are well and truly over the old so-called friend, and you don't need their presence in your life anymore. You are free from addiction to smoking. And what a wonderful feeling it is. You no longer need or want to smoke. You are a non-smoker who enjoys healthy choices and aims to live a successful nicotine-free life. And the suggestions are firmly embedded in your subconscious mind, and they are going to grow stronger and stronger day by day. They grow stronger by the day, stronger by the hour, and stronger by the minute. And in a moment, I will be counting the numbers from 5. And at the end of the count of 5, you're going to come all the way back, bringing with you your healthy, true friend for life. 1, 2, 3. You're coming slowly back. 4. Your eyes are beginning to flicker. You want to open your eyes. You can feel the light coming through your eyelids. And 5, your eyes are opening. You're wide awake. Your mind and body are returning to a normal conscious awareness. You are here now in this present moment. You're feeling refreshed, full of energy, stretching, moving your arms, moving your legs, taking those nice deep breaths, refreshing breaths, fresh air, clean air. And everything that we talked about in this session will slowly and steadily be implemented in your life for you to become that non-smoker you so badly wish to be. Thank you.